Maybe the grandma wanted you back so much that try to possess Zhao with the spirit. There's a burning candle at the door. Guess we're gonna leap over it. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Sounds like a bad thing. Come back. Come back. Parents shed tears, drenching their clothes. The wife and the daughter's face are filled with sorrow. I yearn for my son day and night, hoping his soul will return. Someone is sobbing outside the window. Come back, the underworld is dangerous. Come back, the water on the Nai bridge is cold. There's a black bridge up ahead. Guess we're going through it. Illuminate the road ahead with bright candles. Bribe the ghost guards with spirit money. Do we have the ancestral money? Ooh, leave your money here and you shall pass. Leave here if you did not take money with you. Alright, seems to be good. No. Focus on what lies ahead and don't care about the past. That's something good to live by. Sprinkle brown rice on the path home. Guide the spirit back with a plain flag. Oh wait. I'm supposed to do something? There we go, okay. Where did Mr. Shin go? Back to your warm home. Come back to your family's embrace. I think this is like a chant. We put a lot of effort into be reunited. We can't afford any mistakes. Josh 1, the fish is steaming on the stove. Keep an eye on the fire in case it goes out. Fire! The visual representation of this is stellar. That's definitely give credit for that. Oh my god. Sinner. Though he did not rob graves, he benefited from them. His sins are unforgivable. He will suffer 163.84 million years of dismemberment in his father's stead. He must not leave until his term is due. You alright there? On the slate lies a bloody person. The ring on his hand is particularly conspicuous. This is the ring that pairs with Zhao Shuan's. Is this person Tian Yu? Provide the flesh to stay. Seal the watering soul in the embrace of your wife. Oh. Just one, eat the fish. It's delicious. Your mom made this specially for you. Tian Yu was being tortured here all along. There's no way he could possess Xiao. Oh. So, what was summoned by the Tians? Was Xiao really possessed? Grandpa, Grandma, Mom doesn't like fish. Don't force her to eat it. No, your dad likes... Oh, hurry up. You will definitely like it. Come on, dig in. Eat, you eat. Eat, eat. Mom, the fish is really delicious. Where did the Zhaoxuan go? The couple is united forever. Relive their joyful life. Scorching flames suddenly rise from the brazier next to the slate. Journal. The dining in the brazier has been burned to pieces. Plastic lock has been melted due to the high temperature. The diary cannot be opened because the melted lock is stuck to the pages inside. I don't know, something new is written on it. I'm not sure if Zhao was really possessed by something or for some reason she pretended to be possessed by Tian Yu and deceived everyone. The diary is like a pawn that has been used and abandoned. The secrets inside might be buried forever in this endless hell with Tian Yu. I mean, she has a reason to hate the parents because they didn't send you to a doctor anytime soon. She doesn't blame the doctor because the doctor did the best they could. Hey, do you still want to continue investigating the Tian family's murder case? Tian. So used to like Tien being from like Dragon Ball Z, it was like Tien. At least when it comes to like the English version. Oh, dusty cloth is covering a full-length mirror. It's me. Mirror is reflecting a familiar figure. Where's his dad? Yo, it's been a long time. Last time I saw you, you were still in the police academy, right? What case were you working on? A murder case in which the body was hidden. Oh yeah, you helped the police find the body. I heard that you were given an exception to transfer to the criminal investigation department right after you graduated because of this. This police uniform suits you quite well. Why are you here? Hey, why are you so obsessed with the Tian family case? Does it matter who the murderer is? They're dead anyway. I'm a cop now. It's my duty to bring justice to the dead. Where did you learn this cliche? Even if you find the murderer, will it do you any good? Remember, you have to handle more big cases and collect more honors. Give up this case. There's a bigger case right in front of you. What case? You know it. I don't know what you're talking about. Then answer me. Why did you allow Shin to get involved in the investigation? I think she knows the Tian family well. She knows the Tian family very well. I believe she can provide a lot of clues. You're avoiding the main point. She's really reliable? She seems reliable and she helped out a lot. Oh, please. Who would believe these excuses? Does I have a crush on her? I know you don't want to answer my question. You haven't changed at all. You like to keep secrets. Let me tell you, by allowing Shin to join you in the investigation, you can take the opportunity to learn more about the tomb robbery Tian Zhongrong partook in. Ah, you know, it's a big case. You can bring down an entire grave robbing syndicate. You gain a lot of contributions. Shin and Fong Fong were close, so you want to get more clues from Shin. Did I get you wrong? I know exactly what you're thinking. I'm different now. Yes, you grew a little taller and a little bit more mature. But you still haven't changed. You need more approval and honors. I know that nothing will come out from investigating the Tian family murder case. But I want you to get to the answer to the question that has been bothering me all this time. It's right here. What's the question? Since you can read my mind, why ask me? Oh. Lin Lixun, you can't change the outcome of this case. Lixun. 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 I'm awake. This place is the Criminal Investigation Department? Seems to be a door open here. Hello. There's some materials of the Tian family's case in the cabinet. The poison and the fingerprints. TTS, commonly known as rat poison, was detected in Zhao's sleeping pills. Some of the capsules inside the medicine bottle were filled with rat poison. Sleeping pills were purchased from the town's clinic 3 months ago before the incident. Poisonous components were not detected in the same batch of sleeping pills. This basically ruled out possibility of poisoning by the clinic staff. There are 3 different fingerprints on the bottle cap. One is from Zhao, the other 2 fingerprints are still being matched. Alright. Alright, see the motive. Townspeople said that Zhao behaved strangely before the incident. She was suspected to suffer from schizophrenia. There weren't any obvious conflicts with the Tian family. Combining the note suspected to be Zhao's suicide note that she left at the crime scene, we speculate she suffered from mental illness and had suicidal thoughts long before the incident. Conclusion: Zhao has been suicidal for a long period of time. Due to her mental illness, she put the poison she intended to commit suicide with inside the congé. This caused the death of the 3 other members of the family. Do you want to read? I believe the parents are trying to, for sure, get rid of her, so they can take care of Hong Kong their way. Outsiders have no idea that the Tian family has a strained relationship. Even Zhao Madness could be a disguise. But if I share these facts with Captain Liu, will they believe me? I think she will. Nope. I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh. And we're back. Hello, this is Shin. Hello, Mr. Shin, this is Zhao. Mrs. Zhao, Fong Fong's transfer has been approved. Thank you so much, Mr. Shin. I didn't do much. Fong Fong is a good kid. In the outside world will create more opportunities for development. By the way, are Fong Fong's grandparents okay with it? Last time you said their grandparents did not want her to leave the town. Mm-hmm. They ended up agreeing with the idea. Oh, maybe. Good to hear. Mr. Shin, I found the thing you were looking for. I'll send it to you when I get a chance. Mr. Zhao, you're a great help. I'm the one who should thank you. Without your help, Fong Fong and I would not be able to leave this place. Oh, they're coming back soon. Keep in touch. Oh, hi, Miss Shin. You disappeared again. Been looking all over for you. Miss Shin, what is the thing you were looking for that Zhao mentioned? Since you found it, I'll tell you about it. When I was a journalist, I came to Xingtong to cover a story. I heard that Qian and Wang were selling cultural relics. The press asked me to come to Xingtong under the guise of a volunteer teacher. After further investigation, I discovered that Tian used to work in a bank. He habitually recorded every transaction on his ledger. Tian had some big-name clients, so you can guess how important this ledger was to him. We used Fong Fong to approach the Tian family. The Fong Fong, Zhao and I slowly got to know each other. She wanted Fong Fong out of King Tong, but Tian and his wife wouldn't allow her. So I made a deal with Zhao. She helped me find the ledger. Promised her that once Tian and his accomplices were arrested, she could leave King Tong with Fong Fong. Mr. Shin, have you got the ledger? Or I could get it, Fong Fong's family had been murdered. And I don't know where the ledger is. Huh. Now many things are starting to make sense. Officer, what did you find out from your investigation? Alright, Miss Shin. Since you shared so much information, I don't want to hide anything from you. But this isn't the time yet. I still need to investigate something important. Where? Found information on the bottle that contained the poison. On the bottle cap, there are 3 fingerprints. Perhaps the key to solve the Tian's family case lies in these 3 fingerprints. Just trying to find a match of the fingerprints in the Tian's family's house. Tian. Oh. There's one on the iron. I don't have professional equipment in hand, so I can only use tapes to extract the fingerprint. I'll see if there's any tape first. Yeah, that might help. There's a roll of tape in the cabinet. Alright, that's one fingerprint. I guess the other one's in the other room. Might be this one. The diary mentioned that Fong Fong slept with her grandmother in the same room. They're probably worried about the soul summoning ritual would affect Fong Fong. There's another one. And it gets the camera. There's a colorful fingerprint on the toy camera. And extract. Alright, that's the last one. All the corresponding fingerprints on the bottle cap are collected. After matching the fingerprints, I should be able to figure out the culprit behind poisoning. Zhao. Chapter 5, The Bird. We confirmed Zhao's fingerprints. We can start matching the 3 fingerprint samples we collected just now. Let's look at the first one. Fingerprints match. Oh. Mom, what are you doing? Nothing. Have you finished your homework? Yes, I finished it. Mom, are you sick? I'm okay. These are sleeping pills. They help me sleep better. Can I have one, Mom? You're a kid. You don't have enough worries to keep you up all night. Will all of your worries be gone after having this? Yeah, I wake up without any worries. Oh, you shouldn't have told her that. I see. That's why you look happier, a lot happier lately. Oh yeah, my birthday's coming up soon. Of course, I remember. I'll buy you a big cake. Yes. Listen to me. Kids cannot take this medicine. Fong Fong is a good kid, so don't touch it, okay? Okay, I won't touch it. Now match the fingerprint on the bottle cap in the middle. I think it's... Oh, I was just selecting it randomly. I think it's this one. Yep, fingerprints match. Judging by its size, this is a child's fingerprint with some traces of crayon on it. Probably Fong Fong's fingerprint. Oh no. Fong Fong's fingerprint. Oh no. Why would Fong Fong steal the sleeping pills? Let's match the last fingerprint first. Last but not least, I'm thinking it's the father-in-law, grandpa. The residue in the front of the fingerprint is quite unique. That's the residue from the scratch-off part of a lottery ticket. It's probably Tian Zhao. Oh, but Grandma was with... Hey, are you sure you want to do this? I think I can handle seeing you once a week. Don't you want to see you every day? Of course I do, but... You've seen it yourself. She's really possessed by you. Mrs. Zhang said if Zhao Shuan's soul leaves her body when we summon Yu's soul over, he can stay in her body forever. That way, our son will live with us again. Yeah, never wanted to think about losing your own child, but this is something. Don't worry, the poison I got is strong. She'll die quietly, so the body can remain complete. Poisoning an adult to death, I'm afraid we'll get caught. If anyone asks, just say our daughter-in-law has gone mad and committed suicide by taking rat poison. I've told Wong. He'll testify. Is he trustworthy? We've worked together for many years. He has never leaked anything. If I get caught, he won't get away as well. Alright then. Tian is the one who poisoned. I told you Zhao was innocent. She would never harm Fong Fong. Mrs. Shin, it shouldn't be that simple. Tian laced the sleeping pills with poison. He knew Zhao was the only person who took them. He was a very cautious person. He wouldn't put the poison into the congé. And who put the poison in the congé? I only have one speculation. The Tian family murder case was an accident, but it was also the inevitable result of an accumulation of conflicts. You mean, again with the death of Tian Yu? Tian Yu died from epilepsy. After his death, the Tian family grieved for a long time. Missing their son, Tian Yu's mother, He Gulian, repeatedly asked Miss Zhang a witch to summon Yu's soul. And the catalyst to the event was Mrs. Zhang's arrest. Because after Mrs. Zhang was arrested, Tian Xiaorong paid her to get the soul summoning method. Soul summoning requires a living person for the soul to match itself to. Zhao was the best choice for the Tians. Maybe Fong Fong overheard the secret regarding their soul summoning plans and told Zhao about this. So Xiao decided to play along and pretend to be possessed by Tianyu. Wait a minute. Why does Xiao pretend to be Tianyu? Tianyu. Shin, do you forget? Yan Xiaorong and his wife didn't allow Fong Fong to study in the city at first, but then they suddenly agreed. Could it be Xiao pretended to be Tianyu so they could persuade them? Yes, Xiao hoped to bring Fong Fong out of this town, but her in-laws didn't allow it. The person in the town who could convince the grandparents was the deceased Tianyu. Xiao's plan went well, and Fong Fong was allowed to study in the city. However, she underestimated how much her in-laws missed Tianyu. The soul summoning ritual can only be held once in 7 days. But Tian Xiaorong just wanted to see Tianyu every day, which triggered his murderous plan. So, the actual person who put the poison in was... She was the person who witnessed everything, but she couldn't understand what happened. Mrs. Shin, you should know who I'm talking about. No, that's impossible. Whoa, really? This is currently the most reasonable explanation. The fingerprints on the bottle aren't the key to solving the case. The order of the fingerprints is. Hong Kong stole the sleeping pills after Tian Xiaorong laced them with poison. What she stole was poison. If I'm correct, that's what happened on the day of the incident. Josh one? Josh one? Creepy. Mom. Josh one, I've had a cough over the last few days. Will you give me some medicine? One from Kongjin. That brand's medicine works well. Okay. Also, Aunt Lee said you went to Yi again for medicine. How many times have I told you not to go to his clinic? Mom, his clinic is legitimate and his medicine is good and cheap. Legitimate my ass. He couldn't even treat you. Hurry up. Alright. That scared me, actually. Jesus. Oh, no. My grandparents have never smiled since Dad died. Grandma burns incense and prays to Buddha every day. Grandpa always hides on the balcony and cries secretly. I hope they'll stop being sad. My grandma and grandpa said today is the soul summoning day. Actually, I know that mom was pretending to be bad, our dad, just like the old lady. Every time she pretended to be dad, mom had to eat fish, which she hated. Grandma said that mom loves me and dad very much, though she will do things that she doesn't like. Is it because she loved me that she ate the fish? I don't want mom to do things she doesn't like just because she loves me. I hope mom can do what she likes. Mom said there would be no worries after taking this medicine. Hope that when I wake up, Mom, Grandma, and Grandpa will be happy. Pong Pong, what are you doing? Mom forgot to turn off the stove when she went out, so I'm helping her watch it. She's too forgetful. Save some food for her. Let's eat. She doesn't know they're laced with poison is what I'm getting at. Oh, God. This is sad. Mom, I'm back. Fong Fong? Fong Fong? Fong Fong! Mom, what are you doing? We're leaving this place after National Day. I'm packing up our clothes. Mom, this white dress is gorgeous. Why didn't you wear it? Mom is too old for this. I think you're still young. Please wear this next time we go to the park. I want to take photos of you. I'm really glad that you're such a sweet girl, Fong Fong. Dress is a bit wrinkled. Let me iron it. Aww. You jinx, you're no good until you're dead. You have to die with us. Take the poison. Now. My body will not rot into the mud like a bird. I'll die in the sky. Why did this happen? Mr. Shin, I'll try to report our findings to my superior, but the evidence is lacking, so it's very likely that... I understand. That's not the result I want to see either. People believe that Fong Fong accidentally poisoned the family out of good intentions. They only think that Fong Fong killed the whole family due to mischievousness. Sorry for taking all your time for nothing, Officer Lin. This place seems to have changed back. Set up a door opening comes from the entrance. Mr. Shin, there's nothing left to be investigated. I want to tell you one more thing before we leave. I lied to you. I got the ledger before the incident occurred. I've sent it to the press. It's okay, Mr. Shin. Handing it to the press is the same as handing it to us. It's good as long as we can expose Tian Jai-rong. I apologize again. Transactions with this virus. Let's go then. It's like I have it sometimes, but then other times I just can't do it. Just the pronunciation and how I'm used to saying things. Officer Lin, I think I left something back in the Tian's house. Be right back. Sure, I'll be waiting for you here. Who's calling at this time of day? Voice call recorder is shown on the screen. Hello, Ying-Sui. Hi, Chief, it's me. Ying-Sui. I received the ledger. No one else has read it, right? I'm the only one. Why are the names of our company executives on it? Uh-oh. It happened a long time ago and the laws weren't strictly enforced at the time. So, will their names be published? Sui. Some of the names of it can be made public, some can't for now. And some can never be known to the public. And of course, after all, it's good now. We got the ledger. Sui, you've done a fantastic job. Credit's not mine. Heard about what happened to the Tian family. It's a shame that we weren't able to thank Mr. Zhao in person. Don't get too hung up on it, Xing Shui. Also, now that Tian Shiying Rong is dead, the buyers might search his house for the ledger. It isn't safe for you to stay there. You should return as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. Chief, I have to prepare for class. Being a volunteer teacher is nothing but a disguise. Don't fall too deep into the role. I'll send someone to pick you up tomorrow. How does that sound? Can you give me 3 more days? I want to sort some stuff out. And I have another request. After the article is published, can you remove my name from it? Why? We'll talk when we meet, Chief. Okay. Make sure you stay safe. That was that highlighted. Did Mr. Shin make it back? Where did Mr. Shin go? Have you seen Mr. Shin? How long has it been since she last came to school? Has she gone missing? How can she be missing? Ow. Greetings, residents. This is a notice for a missing person. Jin Xingshui, a local female primary school teacher, has been missing for 3 days. Mr. Shin left school on the night of the 23rd. Her whereabouts are currently unknown. She was wearing a white blouse, long blue skirt, red hairband, and was carrying a red umbrella when she disappeared. If any residents know the whereabouts of Mr. Shin, please inform the office. In addition, we'll organize an aquatic search and rescue. Hope that season of swimmers and divers can participate actively. Also, I'd like to remind everyone that there has been a lot of rain during the season. The roads near the river are slippery, so pay attention while driving. I think I already understand what might have happened. Missing Mr. Shin. Where do you think she went? I heard that it rained on the day she disappeared. Do you think it's possible that she fell into the river? Tian, granddaughter, Mr. Shin's student. Nothing good has happened to anyone who got close to that family. Right. People have been saying that they received calls from Tian's daughter-in-law in the middle of the night. Also heard that the town is going to hold a memory for Mr. Shin. Why would they hold a memorial when they haven't found the body? Shin is young and single. It'd be ominous that she died away from home. If they had performed a ritual earlier, the spirits wouldn't have caused so much trouble. Not that way. You think the newspaper she was with killed her? Kids, what are you doing? We're here to look for Mrs. Shin. People have been saying that Mrs. Shin fell into the water and drowned. But we believe she'll come back. Grandma said if we released lanterns into the water, the people who fell into the water will follow the lanterns and find their way back. It's dangerous to go near the river. I'll help you release the lanterns. Okay, thank you, Mr. Officer. Just helping us with the case. One last thing. I was wondering why the umbrella was wet the whole fucking time. Nope. Oh, can't hit that. The Milky Way. Mrs. Shin. Officer, what brought you here? I'm looking for you, so are many people. Sorry for worrying you all. A lot of things have happened recently. My mind is a mess. All my troubles seem to disappear every time I come here. What is this place? This is an empty field behind my house. When I was little, I accidentally fell into a dry well when I was playing while I was playing here. It was at night, and I was very scared. I had no idea how much time had passed and inadvertently looked up. Oh. Also something that I never forget my whole life. I seem to have forgotten my fear. I was just staring at the bright starry sky. And someone dropped a rope down to me. I slowly climbed up the rope. As I climbed closer to the top, my range of vision grew wider. As soon as I made it out of the dry well, the entire starry sky stretched out before me. But I didn't find the person who dropped the rope down. I didn't tell my parents about this when I got home. I thought it was just an unforgettable childhood experience that stuck with me. After spending some time in Jintan, I finally understood. Children here are like me when I was trapped in the well. They can only look up and see a little part of the starry sky. I want to be the one who throws the rope to them. I want these children to go out and see the world. Mrs. Shin, I know you want to help those children. They are also waiting for you to return. It's time. We can use this rope to climb out of here. By the way, Mrs. Shin, something just came to mind. I promised you that I'd tell you how I obtained these clues from the Tian family's case itself. There's no need. I got the gist of it. You're different from everyone else. This could be your destiny. You're destined to be a cop who seeks justice for the dead. I'll try to be that person, Mrs. Shin. I believe in you. By the way, officer, I can't climb up by myself. Will you climb up there and then drag me up? I'm not heavy. You can definitely do it. There's the starry sky. The beautiful starry sky was drawing closer. It was so close, almost within reach. I start to understand how Mrs. Shin felt when she climbed up the well. I find myself wanting to share my feelings at the moment. As I turn around, Mrs. Shin is gone. All I saw was the bottomless well with its water reflecting the starry horizon. Where did Mrs. Shin go? No one knows. Maybe she went somewhere far away and will return someday. Or maybe she has become one of the stars in the Milky Way. You're finally awake. You fainted twice tonight, that's serious. Shiying, Captain Liu. Why am I here? Even asked the same thing twice. Passed out in the bathroom. If no one had found you, you would have to lie on the floor all night. Bathroom. Is there a broken mirror with a rose there? Yes, there's one with a rose pattern. Speculation was right. I entered that world when I looked at the mirror in the bathroom of Tian's house. Captain, is Li Lixun always like this? Did he bump his head? He just woke up. He's still trying to figure out what happened. Shiying, I have to report our superiors about this case. Stay here and take care of Li Lixun. Captain, are there any progress on the Tian's family case? Li Lixun, do you know about that case? Yes, that's exactly why I went to Tian's house to investigate. That's perfect. It'll save us time from explaining. Basically, there's a new suspect in the case. Who is it? Probably met him before. He's a doctor in a clinic, Yingshan. There any evidence? We searched the Tian's house again and discovered that some of the salt in the kitchen was laced with rat poison. The bag of salt has been resealed and barely left any traces. This can never be done in just 1 or 2 attempts. The clues led us to the clinic's storage room. We found a large amount of similar salt packages there. Likely they practiced many times to ensure that the seal was intact. And Yi had a motive for the murder. I heard about the grudge between Jian and Yi. There's still something that doesn't make sense. Right, but there's no way to continue the investigation. The suspect is dead. I'm afraid the case will become an unsolved case. Yi is dead? Yeah, he was burned to death. Happened near Tian's house. Yi car was completely burned. All that left was the frame. We found a body, and it's suspected to be Yi. It's been delivered to Mrs. Song's for an autopsy. How did the car catch on fire? There's a lot of fireworks in the car. Perhaps Yi was transporting them from the city for someone else. We also found cigarette butts in the car. He was probably smoking while driving, and a cigarette butt accidentally dropped on the fireworks and ignited them. Xingming, have you checked if Yi was a smoker? Well, he secretly smoked and was seen by several of his patients. He did smoke. I saw him do it too. I was gonna say, the more you want to hide it, the more likely you get caught. Anyway, why did he hide the fact he was a smoker? The more you want to hide it, the more likely you'll get caught. What's wrong, Li Lixun? That's incorrect. There's something wrong. Li Lixun? Li Lixun must have thought about something. Don't disturb him. Do you want to smoke? Oh, don't tell anyone about me smoking. Always tell the old folks here to smoke less, and I can't justify it. They find out I smoke too. Now, I think about it. Yi seemed to have deliberately smoked in front of me. Why do you pretend to smoke? Why would he pretend to smoke? Oh. Uncle Wong? Why am I here? He gave me this pack of cigarettes. Taishuan, my leg is in pain. Will you go to the pharmacy and pick me up some medicine? Go to the one in West Town. I'll go to Yi's clinic. Sure. Get some rest. Mom, don't push yourself too hard. Dr. Yi, will this plan really work? Who do you think has the most say in the Tian's family after Tianyu's death? My father-in-law. No, it's still Tianyu. You also know that in-laws trusted the witch very much before, but who they believed in it is not the witch, it's Tianyu. This is a rare opportunity. You need to pretend to be possessed by Tianyu and get your in-laws' trust. That way you get the chance to escape with Feng Feng. Will they believe it? Mr. Zhao, did Tianyu smoke? Yeah, he used to smoke the same brand of cigarettes as you do. I don't smoke. Oh. Patient's family member gave it to me just now. I was holding a cigarette in my hand. You mistakenly thought I smoke. Apply the same principle and do what TNU often did. After a while, they'll believe the soul summoning is working. Lastly, you need to mimic one of the key behavior to convince them you're truly possessed. Something you would never do. I hate eating fish. I feel sick every time I smell it. I had a bite of fish since I'm married into the TN family. The TNU loved eating fish. You'll slowly adapt to eating fish during this period of time. I can prescribe some anti-vomiting medicine for you. However, the medicine efficacy is limited and the adaptation process will be painful. I understand. I'll do anything as long as I can get Fong Fong out of here. Also, you did not expect the doctor to be some sort of play. Lixun? Something come to your mind? Captain Liu, Yi's death is too strange. I don't have time to explain now. I want to take a look at this body. No problem. I'll handle things on Jinhui's side. Jingming set up the roadblocks on the main roads in town. Report to me right away if you encounter anyone suspicious. Roger that. He's not going anywhere on my watch. Yixun, I'll wait for the outcome. Understood, Captain. I won't let you down. I was just not cut and dry. Upstairs room is not here. Is it this way? Probably should have read that, but... frames? Now these crime scene photos are hanging on the wall. Exploring the TN's house was like a dream. After learning what everyone in the TN family went through, I feel surreal looking at the way they died, as if I just woke up from a dream. Sitting on 10 frames per second, what the fuck? That room is weird. Charred skeleton can be vaguely seen through the white cloth. Strong smell of fireworks greet you alongside the remaining warmth. Just like the coffin. It's as if the bones are still burning deep inside. Say to remove it. Who are you? Are you Jinshui? I'm Lin Lixun. New here. Oh, are you the rookie you passed out during the first dispatch? Look kind of familiar. Never mind. Jingming wasn't any better than he just joined the team. Captain Liu told me beforehand. Want to know if this body is my senior schoolmate, Yi? Yi, your senior schoolmate? Used to call him like that. You and Dr. Yi graduated from the same school? We both graduated from Shiying Medical University. He graduated 2 years earlier than me. Did Dr. Yi study forensics as well? I'd say he was half forensics. Well, during an anatomy class, he found something wrong with the organ of a donated corpse that died from a heart attack. Later, the lecturer invited the head of the forensic medicine department, a renowned individual in forensic science, Professor Liu, to perform an autopsy. After Professor Liu's autopsy, it was determined that the donated corpse was killed by medicine that can cause myocardial infarction. Suspect was arrested soon after that, and he became a star on campus. Professor Liu hoped that Yi could work with him. Although Yi's department didn't let him go, he investigated many cases of Professor Liu. That's why Dr. Yi said that he knew a lot of cops. Yeah, everyone thought Yi was a rising star in the forensic field. Then after graduation, he opened a small clinic in town. I heard that it was because his parents didn't want him to be a forensic doctor. They believed that his job would bring him bad luck. Professor Liu was also my supervisor. He seemed devastated every time this was brought up. Sorry for talking so much. It's okay. I want to know about Dr. Yi anyway. Let's get down to business. You wanted to see if the corpse is Yi Jingshan, right? Yes. And we need to do it as soon as possible because we're running out of time. It wouldn't be easy because he was adopted and we couldn't find his blood relatives for many years. Additionally, there are too many samples in the clinic. Analyzing them one by one will take too long. Shui, there's a way to determine it in a short time. Oh, what is that? I see. Didn't expect you to know this. So is the method feasible? It really is, but the bones are severely damaged. Putting the bones back into their original arrangement is a lot of work. The training my superior sent has arrived yet. If I do this alone, it will take a long time. So is there any other way? I was hinting that you should help me, silly. Put on some gloves. Oh, goodness. Oh. Show you how good of anatomy I am. Alright, there we go. Your hypothesis was right. Thanks for your hard work, Jinshui. I'll report this to Captain Liu. Jinshui, I know it's bad news regardless of whether Dr. Yi is dead or alive. There may be hidden truth in this case. We'll definitely find him and ask him for the truth. Okay. Thanks, Lixun. You can just use the phone in the office to contact Captain Liu. Hey, Captain Liu. Lixun. How are things going there? Shui has confirmed that the body isn't Yi. Good, Lixun. Good thing that you know something was off. You can always find clues that others can't, just like your dad. We're going to check the bus station and train stations. She's not going anywhere. Captain, can I ask you a favor? All the secrecy, come on. Officer? How did you know it was me before I even started to talk? Almost no one knows this number. You answered a call from this number at a public phone market owned by the TNs. Guess you memorized the number back then. You're very smart, Yi. You almost fooled everyone. But not you. If you'd taken the train just now, your plan would have succeeded. Goddamn Detective Conan. We have you surrounded. Ask my superior for some time to ask you some questions alone. You got me. I have nothing to say. This isn't an interrogation, it's an equal communication. Someone once taught me to exchange question for questions. Probably also have a lot of questions for me. What's the point of doing this? I know you didn't poison the family. Don't want to pin it on the wrong person, but I also want to know why you did what you've done. I don't know what you're talking about. You treated me as a pawn ever since I entered the clinic. Led me to investigate the TN family case because you have created a new suspect for the case. You pretended to be a smoker in front of me, so I believe that you were burned to death in the fire due to the smoking habit. This way, Zhao Zhaizhuan could be cleared of charges, and the real murderer would be burned to death while you escaped. Answer your question, now it's your turn to answer mine. Why did you help Zhao escape the Tian family? I was trafficked here as a kid, but the townspeople weren't aware of this. I barely shared this secret with people. Zhao was trapped here just like me. I helped her, like helping my patients. Her illness came from the place, so leaving her here was her best treatment. It's my turn to ask a question. How did you discover that I wasn't dead? Your plan was very thorough, but the corpse gave you away. Which part of the body gave me away? Hey, the ribs. Your ribs were broken by Jian. Oh. Under normal circumstances, even if your ribs had recovered, there would be fibrocartilage calluses. Our forensic expert spent the whole night putting the ribs together. Found out that the ribs don't even have any calluses. Seems like I underestimated your forensic expert. The forensic expert was none other than the student of the famous Liu Yiquan. He was your schoolmate. It's my turn to ask a question. Why did you try to take the blame? Oh, the worst scenario when I helped Zhao develop an escape plan. But I didn't expect that the situation would be getting much worse. After her death, people called her a madwoman, a psycho, a murderer, which I didn't expect either. It was my plan that killed Zhao and Fangfang. I should be the one to bear the charges. Dr. Yi? No one could predict that things would go in that direction. That was just my first reason. My second reason. Since I was a child, my adoptive parents kept telling me that I was abandoned by my biological parents. My adoptive parents arranged a lot of things that I didn't want. I never resisted. I wanted to repay them for the kind act of nurturing me. They didn't tell me the truth until they were on their deathbeds. They've been deceiving me for their whole life. After they passed, I didn't shed a tear, nor did I feel relieved. The name Ying Xingshan still trapped me here. I wanted this name to bear all the charge, and I will start a new life with a new identity. Any other reasons? That counts as another question. It's my turn to ask. Left you a question during our first call. How did you find these clues? I can communicate with the dead. There's a saying in the field of forensics that forensics is a profession that can communicate with the dead. Yes, but that's just an analogy. I can also communicate with the dead. I can see into their past. I know secrets that only the dead knows. Perhaps this unreasonable answer is the most reasonable. Can you continue to answer that question now? The last reason? Ying Xingtan Zhao was Zhao's will and her expectation of me. On the day of the incident, she came to the clinic to buy medicine. Dr. Yi, do you have any Kongjin brand cough medicine? I happened to restock a batch recently. I'll get it packed for you. Thank you. Oh, Dr. Yi, Fang and I will leave Qingdong next month. I come to say goodbye, and I don't know if we'll have a chance to meet each other again in the future. Mrs. Zhao, last step of the plan is that you have to go somewhere even if I won't be able to find. The ideal scenario is not to meet up again. However, if we're destined to meet again, maybe we'll meet somewhere in the world. Oh, a while ago, my father-in-law won 4 cruise tickets. My in-laws don't like to travel far, so I gave one to Mrs. Shin. And I'll wish to give you the last one to you. You've been in town for such a long time, you should go out and relax. Dr. Yi, the infusion bottle is almost empty. Okay, I'll change it right away. I'm sorry, it's autumn and there are many patients in the clinic. I'm overwhelmed. Mrs. Zhao, thank you for your kindness, but it's okay. I'll reserve it for you. Tell me if you want to go one day. Sure, thank you. She was a respectable person. She was not only saving herself, but me as well. I didn't understand at the time, but it was too late when I did. After she died, I told myself that I should try to leave. She wouldn't want you to leave in this way. But I'm the type of person that can't move forward without being pushed. When I finally decided to move forward, I realized I was still trapped. You obviously had the opportunity to get in the train before I showed up. Officer Lin, do you see the mountains ahead? They're like piled up ashes. When I stare at them, I feel an indescribable confusion and fear. It's weird. Maybe they're just mass of lifeless ash, or maybe they're just still smoldering inside. Feels as if I could see my biological parents. Their figures are vague. They are wandering through the mountains like ghosts. Their mouths are open and they are calling out. Maybe calling my name. But I've forgotten my original name long ago. I didn't understand until then that I'm homeless. There isn't any place for me in this world. A home that was once warm, people who accompany me, have been buried in these mountains of ashes. Damn. Dr. Yi, do you have any questions? I have no more questions. I only have one request. Officer Lin, please forget the conversation that just happened. I'm the criminal who killed 3 Tian family members who caused Zhao to commit suicide. Yi Jingshan, you're suspected of arson and desecration of human corpse. You're an arrest in accordance with the law. After re-investigation, the police discovered Yi Jingshan falsified the evidence of him killing the Tian family. The identity of the burned corpse was also confirmed. It was Wang Jinkai, the owner of the small store. Yi Jingshan was prosecuted for arson, desecration of a human corpse, and falsifying evidence. The Tian family murder case was back to its original state. The case was closed again. Actually, I still have one more question for Yi. I want to know if another person who was also involved in this plan. I don't think he'll answer this question. I also have my own answer. I'll keep this answer in my heart forever. Lixun, what do you see this time? There's nothing but a blank white space. Where's the hearse carrying your father? I didn't continue to chase the hearse. I stopped and watched it until it disappeared from my sight. Why didn't you chase it? I just saw the miseries in the world. I also saw souls struggling painfully in it. I shouldn't have chased after my dad's honor and glory. There are still people suffering at the bottom of the dark abyss. That's where I should go. Nothing wrong with following your parents' footsteps, but it's okay to take your own path as well. There's several announcements posted on the public bulletin board. The obituary. Volunteer teacher of Xintong Primary School, Jin Guingsui, has passed away at the age of 27, hereby notified Culture and Education Office of Xintong Town Government. Report on the tomb robbery. Recently, Yanghe Times has reported on the tomb robbery in Xintong Town, which has caused an outcry. Yanghe Times reporter conducted a secret investigation and found a tomb robbery syndicate led by Tian that existed for a long time and then engaged in tomb robbery and sales of cultural relics. As the tomb robbery cases surfaced, the cultural relics trades exposed were even shocking. According to the ledger, that was made public by Shiying Times, there was hundreds of buyers. Currently, the Shiying municipal government has gathered forces from all walks of life to protect Xintang's cultural relics and crack down on illegal and criminal activities. Huh. Hope she went on the cruise. A few days ago, someone found this letter downstream, completely damaged after being soaked in water. Shiying Times editorial office, Shiying City, written on the envelope, signed by Xin Shui. The letter is soaked in damage. It's been impossible to read what was written. Speculate based on fragmentary content, but this is a resignation letter. Mrs. Shin probably wanted to quit her job at the press and stay here to continue teaching. However, this letter didn't make it to the destination. Nope. Oh. Mrs. Shin's funeral is being held in town today. According to the custom here, there will be fireworks at the funeral. People believe fireworks can help missing souls find their way. This is a funeral without the body of the deceased. Sounds absurd. But we spent 2, 3, 5, 10 years looking for Mrs. Shin. Who will hold a funeral for her by then? Will anyone remember her? She's on that cruise, damn it. I wish to thank my family and friends who offered me generous help in the development scheme. Thanks to all players, streamers, media developers from the beginning. And finally, I wish to say thank you for players Fireworks. Found it valuable in this journey. Yes, definitely. It was an amazing story, amazing art, amazing music. It's really sad though. Like, man, that was really, really sad. Oh, and the cat's right here for my outro. Excuse me. But yeah, great job, devs. That was an amazing story. Puzzles weren't difficult, but they kind of just smooth with the story going on. I know this was originally in Mandarin or simplified Chinese, if I'm not mistaken. I tried my best with some of the words, and I do apologize if I did butcher them all. But yeah, just the whole thing was great. There's not much I can say about it. But good job, devs. Can't wait to see what we have in store next. But I do appreciate you watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Now on to the next one.